Hi everyone, welcome back. Miss Fear here, and I've got our donkeys Ollie and Milo here with us as well. We hope you had a really great weekend and got a chance to get outside and do some fun things with your family as well. Today we're going to go ahead, you too Milo, he always has something to say. Today we're going to go ahead and check back in with Runaway Ralph, and we're getting pretty close to the end of our story here. So today we're going to see if Garf and Ralph can finally figure out their differences. So far, they're finally talking and starting to be friends, but Garf isn't so sure he can trust Ralph, and Ralph isn't so sure he can trust Garf. Let's see what happens with that and what finally happens with Karen's watch, too. Let's go ahead and dive on in. This offer was more than Ralph had hoped for. But the motorcycle, he persisted. If I return the watch, will you give it back? Ralph felt that he would rather perish at Happy Acres Camp than return to the hotel without his motorcycle. Can you imagine what the brothers and sisters and cousins would say about that? Oh no. How will you return it? Garf was curious. You couldn't get it up on the shelf in the craft shop or on a desk in the office. I didn't say where I would return it, answered Ralph. I said I would return it. I'll leave it somewhere where Karen is sure to find it. Garf thought this plan over. But people might think I left it there. Ralph had an answer. Not if I leave it someplace where boys can't go. You mean like the girls' bathroom? Asked Garf, visibly impressed by Ralph's idea. Maybe, said Ralph carelessly, or Karen's lodge, or the girls' dressing room by the swimming pool. You'd better make up your mind and you'll be late for lunch. It's a deal, said Garf suddenly. You return the watch by tomorrow and I'll give you back your motorcycle. The next day, I'll take you back to the Mountain View Inn. But remember, no watch, no motorcycle. It's a deal, agreed Ralph. And hey, you might want to throw in a peanut butter and jelly sandwich for my dinner too. Would you care to shake on it? Asked Garf. Ralph extended his paw, which Garf took gently between his thumb and his forefinger. They shook. I'll meet you by the bamboo tomorrow morning after breakfast, said Garf, and he ran off toward the dining hall. If you're not there, I'll come back later. I hope I'll be there, thought Ralph, who knew that a night of peril lay ahead of him. A peanut butter and jelly sandwich would help give him some strength and courage. Over in the dining hall, the campers began to sing. That brings us to Chapter 9, A Dangerous Plan. Oh, there's no arguing during story time, my friends. We're trying to decide who's going to eat which pile of hay. Very big decisions here today. Chapter 9, A Dangerous Plan, starts with, I'm a failure, Ralph told himself, as the bird chorus announced the dawn and a rooster crowed down in the barn. I'm a miserable, rotten failure. Ralph had returned to his perch in the bamboo after a night spent hurrying, scurrying, and worrying. Every building at Happy Acres Camp was built on an unknowable, mouse-proof concrete. Every screen door was above a cliff hanging like step. The watch still lay hidden in the bamboo leaves. Garf would soon learn that his name was not to be cleared after all, and Ralph would never get his motorcycle back. Drat, he said to himself. Drat, drat, drat. He felt especially bad because Garf actually had left a quarter of a peanut butter and jelly sandwich at the foot of the bamboo for his supper the night before. Ralph was about to climb down the bamboo to hide from Garf when the alarm clock rang, and the bugler stumbled out to rouse the sleeping camp. Campers washed their faces at the wash basins outside their lodges, and then, before they went to breakfast, the girls carried their sleeping bags out to air. Some draped their unzipped bags on fences. Others, including Karen, spread theirs out on the grass in the sun in the girls' area. Why, here's my chance after all, thought Ralph in wonder, as a plan, simple but dangerous, sprang into his mind. After noticing that Catso was sitting expectantly by the kitchen door waiting to be fed, Ralph leaped to the ground and found the watch under the bamboo leaves. Seizing it by the buckle on the leather strap, he began the labor of dragging the watch toward Karen's sleeping bag. The watch was heavier than Ralph had remembered. He pulled and strained and managed to tug it across the gritty path to the craft shop and into the shelter of the grass. The watch slid more easily through the grass, and Ralph soon learned to choose the smoothest way, avoiding clouds of dirt and prickly weeds. The campers finished breakfast and came bursting out of the dining hall. Ralph toiled on, pulling the watch toward Karen's sleeping bag a fraction of an inch at a time, knowing that Garf must be searching for him by the bamboo. Ralph began a long, hard detour around a fallen walnut, which is quite big if you're a mouse, and in hope that sometime Garf at least would know that he had tried, even if he didn't succeed. Suddenly, the fur along Ralph's spine began to prickle, and he froze in his tracks. You know who it is, right? Catso. The hunter's eyes of the cat had caught the movement in the grass, and Ralph crouched motionless beside the watch. Catso slunk close to the ground, moving so quietly he seemed to flow through the grass. Only the tip of his tail twitched. Ralph knew that trying to run was useless. Running would only make the hunt more interesting for Catso and prolong the misery for Ralph. Catso stopped and waggled his hindquarters experimentally as if he were trying to find the most efficient position for pouncing. Where's Lana? Ralph's life passed before his eyes. His family mouse nest back at the Mountain View Inn, his mother and Uncle Lester and his brothers and sisters and cousins, the boy who had given him the motorcycle that had changed his life forever, the cage in the craft shop, Chum, Garf. Catso crouched even lower and waggled his hindquarters once more in preparation for the pounce. Ralph's eyes were distracted from Catso by Sam, who trotted purposefully across the grass. If one doesn't get me, the other one will, thought Ralph as he tried to shrink even smaller beside the watch. Surely a dog would want to crunch a watch between his teeth. Sam growled deep in his throat. Distracted, Catso stopped waggling and glared at Sam. "Get me in trouble, will you?" growled Sam to the cat. Catso stood up, arched his back, and appeared to double in size. "See here, Sam," he hissed. "I'm supposed to exterminate those pesky mice." "Not that one," growled Sam, advancing. "He belongs here, and you got me in trouble by letting him escape." "Is that so?" Catso hissed back as he swiped at Sam's nose with an evil clawed paw. "What about me? I'm unjustly accused of eating him." Are you having a snack during our story? Can you hear him playing with his ball? You can see him back there. Excuse us, sir. We're trying to have a story here. Let him move for a moment so I forget he can see. He's got quite a lot to do back there. Are you finished? Not yet. Not yet. Still needs more. Let's see if we can continue. "Is that so?" Catso hissed as he swiped at Sam's nose with an evil paw. "What about me? I'm unjustly accused of eating him." "And what are you up to now?" demanded Sam. And with that question, he snapped at Catso, who turned his back with his tail proudly erect and stalked off toward the craft shop, before he suddenly remembered he had not washed lately. While Catso sat grooming his toes, Sam eyed Ralph with interest. "You're a busy little fellow," he remarked, not unkindly. "First a motorcycle, now a wristwatch." He thought for a moment before he said, "Say, where did you get that watch? You didn't happen to steal it, did you?" "No, you couldn't. You're too little." Are you having a little fun back there, Wally? He continues. While Catso sat grooming his toes, Sam eyed Ralph with a little interest. "You're a busy little fellow," he remarked, not unkindly. "First a motorcycle, now a wristwatch." He thought a moment before he said, "Say, where did you get that watch? You didn't happen to steal it, did you?" "No, you couldn't. You're too little." "That's right. I'm too little," agreed Ralph. "But Catso stole it, and I'm trying to return it to its rightful owner." He told Sam the whole story, explaining why Garf could not return the watch. Sam glanced at Catso and growled, but Catso merely paused in washing his left foot to look disdainfully at Sam, and then said to Ralph, "You're pretty little to be pulling that watch over this rough ground. Maybe I can help you out. Here, let me take it for you." Ralph trembled to see the great snout coming close. He crept away from the watch and stared, fascinated, as Sam delicately picked up the leather strap in his teeth and trotted over to Karen's sleeping bag, where he dropped the watch on the flannel rug. Now, I'm going to leave you there with a very playful Ollie in the background. I'll stop us there for today because I'm not sure you'll even be able to hear me continue. Today we'll stop there and we'll see how Ralph's plan works out. If he's finally able to finagle something so he can hide Kieran's watch away and return it to the rightful owner and finally clear Garth's name. I'm going to leave you with that today with a very musical Ollie behind me. And I'll remind you to continue checking our Google Classroom. Don't forget to bring a really great book recommendation to our Tuesday Google Meet. We're going to get a chance to share some really great books, and I'll also be looking for some recommendations. I know we're getting pretty close to the end here, and we'll have to decide this week what we want to read next. So keep up the great work, my friends. Remember to look for moments where you can show kindness and caring and help out your friends and family. I'll see you all soon. Bye, guys.